To do my makeup and let's chat about Real Housewives of Potomac. Ashley has a way of throwing rocks and hiding her hands and like showing them a little bit like, I did say that, but they got on my nerves. They all got on my nerves. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is Nay. I'll be doing a chit chat, get ready with me, doing my makeup, just to do a few videos for my other channel, which is Nay Uplifting Others. So let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. Like, I have a whole list. I know it's been like maybe a week or two since they finished the reunion. Hold on, first of all, let me put a little bit more lip stuff on my lips. I forgot what this is called. It's like lip mask, eco lip mask. I really don't like it, but whatever. So let's get into it. Like, I have a whole list of everything. First of all, like, I'm not good at like talking and doing my makeup, but I'm trying to get better at it. So practice makes perfect. So that's why I'm just gonna do it. I was gonna do like a voiceover, but I decided against it. So I really want to talk about, I have to talk about the Candace and Robin beef, because I understand the beef, but at the same time I don't. I just put some rose water. This is not a tutorial. I'm not even about to act like it's a tutorial because I'm not MUA. So Candace and Robin. I understand where Candace is coming from when she was talking about like how Robin didn't share what was going on with her and Juan and all that stuff. But I feel like Candace runs her mouth way too much, and like then gets mad when people don't really want to deal with her, whatever the case is. I think people are intimidated by it. I mean, I don't want to say that, but at the same time, I feel like she uses her words well, or sometimes she could put her foot in her mouth. But she uses her words to her advantage, and people don't like it. But she really thinks that Robin conspired with Giselle to say that Chris made Giselle uncomfortable. So she feel like Robin and Giselle were in on it because that would deflect from Robin and Juan's situation. I feel like that's a reach right there. Like, I can't get with Robin anymore, even though she was like one of my favorites in the beginning of like me watching, or when Real Housewives of Potomac started. But that's a reach to say that. I just feel like she just didn't want to talk about it on a reality show. So you talk about your life, supposedly. So if it's about your life, you're gonna talk about it. And it's not right for people to share their experiences and talk about what they're going through, and you just keep quiet and don't say nothing. Like, that's not cool. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I just try to do different ways to do my makeup. But so that's one reason why they're not talking. They're not friends, because Candace be on Twitter with the Twitter fingers just going on and on and on about the situation, talking about how Robin's fake and all that stuff. And also the fact that Robin says she don't know if she could be friends with Candace, because Candace last season on the reunion had said that had called Giselle, how she said something about her being white looking and having privilege or whatever. And the way she said it was like, okay, Candace, you doing way too much. She was doing way too much. But even though Candace wasn't talking to Robin, Robin was offended by what Candace said to Giselle. I feel like it wasn't towards Robin, so I mean, why would you be mad about that? But at the same time, like, Robin and Giselle have the same complexion, so I guess she felt the way about it. I don't know. I just feel stupid for her to use that as a reason. But Candace was trying to talk to her, like, oh, like, was trying to reach out to Robin, and Robin wasn't like having it or whatever. So I feel like if Robin had a problem with what Candace said as a friend, she should have said something to Candace when it was being said. Robin should have just said something to her friend Candace when it happened and said, hey, I felt offended when you said that to Giselle. I know you wasn't talking to me, but, you know, like, me and Giselle the same complexion. I feel like if you're saying it about Giselle, you would say it about me, so I don't like it. But I don't know if they're going to come back from it, which is like, whatever. But I feel like Robin always is on the Giselle bandwagon. She can't even, like, tell Giselle that she was wrong for what she did or how she did things when it came down to pretty much implying that Chris made her uncomfortable. Pretty much, you know, we all know what that means when people are saying, like, somebody made me do something, I felt uncomfortable. It's like you're implying that someone is trying to do something to you type stuff. Like, I mean, in other words, you know, because this day and age, we know how that is, you know, and everybody is not on that type of time. And for her last season to imply that and say that he was a sneaky link, like, that's how I feel like Giselle and Candace cannot come back from that. But I feel like Robin and Giselle are, like, linked together because, like, they have one brain. It's just two bodies and one brain. Like, when one's mad at somebody, most likely the other one's gonna be mad. Like, it's always gonna be like them two against whoever else. And I feel like it's childish. But I would wish that, because I feel like Robin and Candace friendship was pretty cool. But I mean, certain stuff you can't come back from. So at this point, it is what it is. I don't think my eyebrows are looking right now. They're not. What the hell? I don't know what's going on with my eyebrows. I'm doing my eyebrows over because they look hideous. Well, I feel like I haven't done my makeup. It's been 16 minutes in, and I'm glitching. I was really concentrating on doing my eyebrows here because I messed up the first time. So I'm not really talking. But what do you guys think about this season? Like, do you guys like it? Did y'all really vibe with this season? Like, what made you guys mad? I know a lot of times, like, a lot of people really don't watch Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm not going to say a lot of people because a lot of people do. But for those that watch it, like, what do you guys really think? Because I feel like this season was so, like, the words for it, they were extra. But the extraness is good. But at the same time, it could be too much. What do y'all feel about the Robin and Giselle dynamic? Do you feel like they're gang up on people? How do y'all feel about that? I feel like they just are better when they're together and they can gang up on people and say what they want to say. And it's, yeah. I'm trying to talk through this part because I was really concentrating. So, Candace can't take accountability either, though. Like, I like Candace sometimes, but she just can't take accountability. And then when she feels away, she'll have her cry angle and she'll, you know, cry it out. And it's just like, it's irritating. Like, I feel like if she can just take a step back and just stop talking so much, I feel like it'll be some type of resolve. Like, you don't have to be friends with Robin anymore or even Giselle, but it's the fact that you just don't hold yourself accountable for some of the things that you say. But okay, on to, I was going to skip down to, I got like a little situation here, a little setup. But before I go on to Giselle and Candace, Robin acts like she doesn't know why Candace is mad at her. I can't get this other eyebrow. I really can't.
Stop laughing at me.
I'm not even looking at you.
Damn, you have to say it like that.
What's going on over there? How do y'all feel about the Robin and Giselle situation? I see Robin and Giselle. How do y'all feel about the Robin and Candace situation? Do you think they're, if y'all watch it, of course, do y'all think that their friendship can be restored or is no hope? I just feel like Robin really don't have a real reason to be mad at. I mean, I'm not gonna say that because people are, you know, you can be mad at someone for the like what may seem like it's stupid to somebody else is you take it serious. So I don't want to say that. I don't want to just like not. But I feel like she just. I feel like she goes off of Giselle's feelings, and I don't like saying that, but it's the truth. Like what? She feeds off of Giselle a lot. And I feel like she doesn't want to make Giselle mad. I could be wrong, but that's how I feel. So I'm validated. I'm just playing. But Giselle and Candace. I feel like Candace have every right not to. She has every right to never talk to Giselle. I say that because how can you imply that somebody's husband is trying to, like, they made you feel that uncomfortable, they forced you into the room, he made me go into, I don't care if it's last season or not, the fact that she had the audacity to say that, and she ran with the narrative all season long last year, all season long. So then you're expecting Candace to be okay with it. Yeah, Candace said that, you know, she was, you know, like her white looking privileged self. What's so crazy is I can't even see it that well. So that's why I'll be like, I have to concentrate on my eyebrows because. So I just feel like Giselle was shot the F out for. This video is longer than what I expected, y'all. Because some people. But I feel like Giselle just is not. I wouldn't say she's naive. I think she knows what she's doing. In my opinion, when it comes down to how she said things and how she implied that Chris made her go into her room and all that stuff. She knew exactly what she was saying or whatever, and Candace called her out on it. And ever since then, it's been a problem. Yes, Candace didn't have to say that she looked with her white privileged looking ASS. But at the end of the day, no, I'm not going to say that. Candace just, I mean, I just feel like she says anything that comes to her mind. And that's not a good thing. And I feel like she has to just work on how she talks. Like, I mean, she can read somebody down. Like, she can just speak her mind and say words that people wouldn't even think about saying, all that stuff. I like how she do things and say things, but sometimes, like, it doesn't be needing all of that energy that she be giving. And I'm guessing now this season Giselle don't like her because Giselle thinks that Candace I guess, rallied up people to send her death threats to her and her kids. I'm not taking that lightly because, death threats is not okay. Anybody's capable of doing anything. But to say that Candace is responsible for the death threats, like, you're reaching. You're really reaching. That's all I want to give one Giselle and Candace, because they're not going to resolve the issue, because Giselle thinks that she did not do anything wrong by saying that Chris made her go into her room and he's a sneaky link. She don't think nothing's wrong with that. She thinks it's normal. She thinks it's okay. I'm trying to figure out, what am I doing with my am I doing eyeshadow or not? I don't think I am. What else? Wendy and Nneka. I just feel like Nneka could have just, like, approached Wendy differently when it came down to saying something about her mom. Like, parents and kids and husbands are off limits. And it's the way you say things and imply things that's going to rub somebody the wrong way. When you're talking about their mother and you're saying, like, pretty much that she is a witch and all that stuff. And, like, a lot of that stuff is, taboo. You don't talk about it, especially the stuff with in their community or whatever the case is. And Ashley started that. She brought that bone. Like, she really started that. Ashley has a way of throwing rocks and hiding her hands and, like, showing them a little bit, like, I did say that, but yeah, she's always starting some stuff. And she started the whole thing with Nneka and Wendy, and they don't see that. And now they will forever probably be beefing because of Ashley and how she just go about things, which is never okay to me, because Ashley just do too much. I feel like you gotta be some kind of, I don't want to say that, but you gotta be some kind of miserable, in a sense, to always want to start stuff. Like, just being stuff. Just for the hell of it. And I feel like Wendy doesn't take accountability. The whole time, even when the reunion was going on, Wendy did not take accountability for her action, the things she said, and she feel like Nneka has to kiss her butt, and that's not okay. Like, Nneka, like, I'm glad that Nneka stood up for herself. I just feel like it's old. Like, Wendy's gonna just have that to use that against her until she's tired of using it against her. I don't know. It's I don't know. Oh, and also, if Nneka is telling the truth about, like, her mom doing that stuff, like, of course her mom is wrong. But we want to talk about mothers. Giselle, Wendy, and Candace situation. They were wrong for laughing. When Giselle was talking about her child going to college and all that stuff, like, dead wrong, because why? Why? You could have sat there with your mouth closed, not saying anything, not doing the most, like, but I feel like if Giselle felt the way, Giselle should have said something, but she waited until Robin said something that next day and made it a big deal. And it's like Giselle and Robin put the batteries in each other's backs to do and say things. It's childish. I really don't know why Giselle and Wendy are beefing. Like, can somebody please explain to me why they're beefing? Oh, maybe, I think what it is when Deborah, Ashley's friend, last season was talking ish and saying that Eddie was like happy Eddie and was in her face and all that stuff. I think Giselle was putting her mouth in it, and I feel like Wendy felt away. So yeah, that's why they're not talking. I think this works. I don't think that a lot of them can come back from the things that have been said and done. Honestly, like, it's just too much. I forgot we put blush at. People put blushes in different places. I'm gonna just do like this. Oh, I don't know if hopefully I didn't mess my makeup up. Hold on. Let me get this together. Which one did I use? I'm gonna get it right. I don't even know how to. Uh-uh. I messed up with that blush, but I think I fixed it. I feel like in a lot of cases, the lines have been crossed and trust is gone. So I feel like a lot of them can't come back from the things that they've said and done. I mean, it's possible. I feel like Karen has been like chill, laid back. People say she's on the fence, but I feel like she is too old to be taking sides. Like, I feel like she speaks her mind, but then like, that's it. She's cool with everybody. And they don't like it. They want her to choose sides. And it's like, what? Why? Why choose sides when you could just be cordial, say what you gotta say, and then that's it, you know? And Ashley was messy for bringing Deborah to her event. I know Deborah is a good friend of hers, or whatever the case is. But I feel like if you invited Candace and Wendy, if you invited them to the event as well, you should have gave them a warning, or you should have just like, I don't know what you should have did, like maybe sat them down a day before or something. I don't know, but I feel like she do things like this just to, like, for entertainment. Like, I don't know, I can't even explain it any other way besides it being entertainment for her. She was messy for that. Made me mad the most is the fact that I feel like Candace is gonna talk her ish. Like, I mean, I'm not excusing her actions because like she talks too much. Like her mouth is too big, and she talks and she expects no one to say anything or approach her. But I feel like Deborah, if Ashley's your friend, this is her event, why would you go over there and start some stuff with her? Like, you wrong for that. And Kay, I'm gonna call her Kay. Kay was trying to prevent things from happening, but at the same time, like, I guess she felt violated and she threw those hands. But she unfortunately got struck by a bottle from, I think Deborah hit her with a bottle, or whatever the case is. Wrong on so many levels, and I feel all Ashley's fault. But let them tell it. Let Giselle, Robin, and Ashley tell it. It's Candace's fault. It is Wendy's fault. It is Kay's fault. But Ashley brought her friend there, the one that had drama from last season. It could have been prevented if Candace had kept her mouth closed, or Ashley hadn't invited her. I mean, or I don't know. I feel like all was a big mess, and it could have just been prevented. What else? Giselle just wanted it to, I don't know. Giselle left early, and she didn't know what was going on with anything. But the fact that she didn't reach, I mean, I know she was going through a lot with her dad. And, you know, like, even if it was a quick text, like, hey, you know, I'm in the hospital, I'm at the hospital with my dad. And, I mean, I'm just praying for you. It could be something simple as that. But the chick said, I was not worrying about you. I had bigger things to, something she said. And it was just like, okay, you're really, it's your event. So, you and Ashley's event. And you should at least say something to her, like, I don't know, just something. Speaking of Giselle and her father and stuff like that, I feel like it was messed up for Wendy and Candace to not send their well wishes and condolences to Giselle. Doesn't matter how mad they were at her. The fact that someone was going through something like that, losing a parent, that was foul for them not to even like reach out to her. Like that is messed up on so many levels, I feel like. Finale goes to Mia and it goes to Mia and Gordon. Their whole situation is not funny because it's like their life or whatever, but I could tell that Mia did not want to be with G anymore. Like, I could tell, but the fact that, like, the way she was going about it and what he said about, like, her going off with the dude or a dude and how a little boy might not be his, like, it was a lot. And then getting on the reunion, and I'm not gonna say too much because, like, I don't know, like, certain stuff you just don't talk about because you don't know about someone's, like, mental health. But the fact that he pretty much was saying, like, it's all his, how I took it is he was blaming his soul for what happened and, like, why their relationship ended. And I feel like that, like, it was just like, I felt bad when he was talking and he was saying, like, oh, it's, like, I did this type stuff. And it's like, it just made me feel for him, because, like, she sat there and was, like, sitting all pretty and, like, yeah, I take care of him, I still look out for him, I give him money, I do this. And it's just like, really? And the fact that, like, he has to deal with you being with somebody else and all that stuff, but he took the blame for everything. And it was just like, I don't know how I felt about that. I just felt the way about that. But prayers to prayers to Gordon or whatever and the kids. But that whole situation was just, like, messy at the end. My overall view of the season was, they got on my nerves. They all got on my nerves. They got on my nerves. And I say this because they just, like, they couldn't get along. It was always some messy, just bad vibes, energy. Like, it was always something with them. But I feel like, besides Atlanta, Potomac is, like, has become my second. I mean, my first. Potomac has become my favorite. First it was Atlanta, and now it's Potomac or whatever. I just feel like if people could hold themselves accountable, it would be cool. But nobody wants to take the blame for their actions or whatever. Oh, and speaking of, I mean, I forgot about that. The fact that Robin didn't want to talk about her and Juan and how she was like, oh, what y'all want me to do? Be mad at him? Blah, blah, blah. We worked our stuff out and all that stuff. It was just like, girl, sit down. And how the fact she gonna say, oh, he deletes everything on his phone. He's big on that and all that stuff. And, like, he deletes stuff out his phone and you're cool with it. It's normal for you. I don't know. I don't know how I felt about that. I just feel like she's not, I don't think she's naive. I think she know what he do. And I think she has accepted everything that he do or whatever. And the fact that, I'll forget this. When Candace was like, oh, you pretty much, like, you're talking about your husband's lawsuit. That's not right. You could kind of hurt his career. And Robin didn't get how that would be. And it's like, Robin, like, you can't be that naive to think that your words and what you're saying cannot hinder him from his dream career of being a coach. I mean, I feel like you shouldn't be a coach anyways, because if you really did, like, brush that off about the boy, about the young man that was harassed or whatever, harassed, you're wrong. But Robin didn't want to really talk about her crap, and Juan was pretty like, I don't give a F what nobody thinks, and that's it. That's all. But I get this season, I don't know what I would give it. Maybe a 10 out of 10, because they bought the drama, they bought all that stuff, but they just do too much. I've been talking for a long time. I'm not gonna want to talk during my videos for neighbors and others. Talking this much. Just kidding. It's like a simple look. I ain't do too much. All right, that's my final look. Something simple, something easy. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 50 subscribers, y'all. Like, share me out, all that good stuff. I'm trying to reach that goal, so I can start going live. I'm going to start going live once I reach a milestone to where I can. I'm just extra. But yeah. See you next time. Bye.